Hello and welcome. I am DEJI360. Another kidnapping, mass kidnapping now in Nigeria. The kidnap of 287 students and pupils of the LEA primary and secondary schools, Kuriga, Chikum local government area of Kaduna State, as well as some of their teachers and staff, has now been confirmed and, of course, of triggering fears that the rise in criminal activities was largely stoked by the collapse of local government administration in the country. Now, the bandits who invaded the school at about 8:30 a.m. after the assembly reportedly killed a number of the Kaduna State Vigilante Service while making away with the students and pupils through the bushes and shooting indiscriminately. According to locals now, the incident happened at about 8:20 a.m. after the assembly, but we've gotten information that it actually happened earlier than that. Now, just a few years ago, the junior and secondary schools relocated now to this school building inside the Kuriga town, abandoning their former school building located outside the town due to insecurity concerns. Now, the attack adds to the long list of many others in Kaduna State, as terrorists have in the last years seized thousands of school children in mass kidnappings that attracted global outreach. Now, during a visit to the community, Governor Obasani assured the people of the state, or the people of that area now, of the safe and timely return of the children, stating that security agencies are working round the clock to ensure their release. But as we speak, the children have not been released. Joining me now to discuss this further is a former director in the Department of State Services, Mr. Dennis Amakari, who joins us from Texas, the United States of America. Mr. Amakari, thank you for joining us on the program. And we're back again, same road. Another round of mass kidnapping. Students, children, some as young as even 4 or 5, because these children were taken from the secondary school section and the primary school section. And from what we have gathered, around 137 were taken from the secondary school section and 125 from the primary school section. This is obviously very disturbing.
First of all, I'm actually in New York, not in Texas.
Sorry for that.
Of course, did you know we have discussed this over and over and over again? And we keep on repeating ourselves because maybe the right thing has not been done. We have to go back to basics, because now when you come to think about it, the pertinent questions to ask are these. 1, who are these bandits? Why are they here and trying to kidnap students? Remember what happened in Chibok. Till today, we still have people in Chibok. Some of these students are still with the kidnappers. So we have to go back to the fundamentals. How did it happen? And then address it properly. Because if we don't address the root causes of this kidnapping, it will continue to happen. And then, of course, like we used to say, politicians will come and make political statements and then, of course, go away. And I just pray we don't give them ransom again, because it will just continue like that.
About that ransom, but let's talk about this incident and you know, some of the issues now associated with it. Some of the things that the locals have been saying. First, we've been able to send people down there actually to talk to the locals, and from what we are gathering, the locals actually confirmed that, look, these bandits came to the town a day before, that they passed the night. They passed the night in the town the night before the attack, that they passed the night there. Some of the locals actually saw them. They saw these strange faces, but they just didn't know where these people came from. But nobody raised the alarm. Then another thing, not a single security presence in that town, especially in the area where the school is. You don't have policemen there. Then network, I'm talking about telecommunication network there, is is almost non-existent. They say it's terrible. You just can't call out. You look at all of this. Help us to understand, how these terrorists would have taken advantage of all these lapses now to carry, because this thing happened in broad daylight, and there was no intervention at all from security agencies, even the vigilantes. One of the vigilantes who got killed, the vigilantes only responded after the attack and when they were marching the children into the bush.
Now, it is one that is basic kidnapping process, kidnapping 101, whereby surveillance will be carried out. And these people came in there. They cowed the locals, stay among them overnight. And there was no relationship between the locals and the security agents, whereby somebody should have run down or make a phone call or, sneaked out to go and report that, look, oh, we have strange people in our village. And there are many of them. Nobody did that. So you can see the lapses. There is no involvement of the society. The security agents are not available. The bandits are occupying those ungoverned spaces, because these are the ungoverned spaces we are talking about. And we will start to talk about state police and stuff like that, so that at least there will be presence of security.
And the governor, sorry to cut in, the governor did say that is the reason why there's a need for state police, that if there was state police, there would have been policemen there on the ground, and the judge would have been able to prevent this.
We have been talking about state police. You and I have been talking about state police, DG, for how many years now? And the new governor says, okay, fine. They are going to do it. This particular government is trying to do it. Do it. Do it so that we can at least have respite. Now, when we say state police, that's another point again. Many people will want, state police, state. If you go down to the local government, a local government out of the 774 local governments, the DPOs of those local governments don't have more than 10 policemen under their command. 10. Now, how are you going to face about 100 bandits on motorcycles and carrying AK-47 and grenade launchers on, all over the village? So we have to, think seriously about what we want to do. We either have to create that state police, train them properly, because if you don't train them and you just create state police, send them to local government, those guys will come and overrun them. So create them properly and let them be ready to safeguard the local people there.
Now, the governor has given every assurance that these children will be returned safely and timely. And I'm just wondering, how difficult will that be? We've had this before. When the Chibok incident happened, same thing was said, but we know that some of the children are still missing. We had the same situation in Kagara in Niger State. We've had the same situation now in Kankara. We've had it almost everywhere. And the truth is that sometimes this return does not happen immediately. So I'm just wondering how difficult it will be for the governor, and how should he approach this?
There are two ways of dealing with this. One is to pursue them. In fact, yesterday I was very happy when I saw a lot of military trucks, trying to come and then maybe trying to locate those bandits. Beautiful. If they can do that, these people will be back in no time. But we allow them to go with all the children they have, and then, of course, get themselves settled, and they start making phone calls. Start making phone calls, asking for ransom, this and that. No, we don't want the government to even think about it, because I know that's what they are thinking. They want to just say, okay, the children will be back very soon. So they send some negotiators to go in there and then negotiate, pay them, and bring out the children and say that, oh, we've rescued them. No, I don't think that will be the process. They should go ahead after them right now. And if they want to actually go and rescue these people, I think they should not waste any time, because those bandits are also scared. Let us have the Nigerian military or security might over them, and then they will be running instead of we wondering where they've taken the children to.
Certainly, it won't be easy for them to, to move about over 200 children up and down. It just won't be easy for them.
Not at all. It's very, very difficult. And then, of course, moving them, and then, of course, making sure that they are all together is a problem for them too. So let's destabilize them when it is very, very hot now. In fact, it's getting late.
So Dennis Amakri, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks as always. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Stay with us, don't go away. Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal. How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
President must see himself as the president of the Federal Republic.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On DEJI360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts, and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians say in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, and use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
DEJI360, dissecting the issues.